welcome back to my channel. My name is Nikki. Please take a second to go ahead and subscribe to my channel. And today I'm going to be talking about just a few things that you can do to move towards achieving inner peace, or just to be like a happier person. I know that it can be harder to do than it is to say, but I feel like there are things that you can do to move toward that direction and get to the happy place. So I just wanted to give a little bit of advice on that for you today. So let's go ahead and get started. So the first thing I think that you can do to move towards inner peace is making amends with people that you feel like you may have hurt or wronged in the past. I think it definitely weighs heavy on your heart when you know that you've done something wrong to someone. You haven't acknowledged it or apologized or try to make sure that they're okay. So that's the first thing I would say to do to try to move towards inner peace, because you're gonna have that resting on your soul. And that brings me to the next thing, which is forgiving yourself for things that you have done in your past, or things that maybe you blame yourself for, whether you were to blame or not. A lot of times we may blame ourselves for things that have happened to us or that have happened to other people. And that also weighs very heavily on your soul. And I know it's not as easy to do as it is to say, but I feel like once you forgive yourself for what you think you may have caused or what you think you may have contributed to, it's like one step towards becoming more peaceful and okay with yourself. Okay, and this directly ties into the next one, which is forgiving other people for things that they may have done to you. Now, this one, what I want to say is this. First of all, a lot of people think that forgiving and forgetting are the same word, and it's definitely two completely different things. Just because you forgive someone does not mean that you're forgetting what they did, or forgetting how you felt, or that you think it's okay that it happened. That's not what it is. When you're forgiving someone, it's for you to be able to move on from it. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of times when people do things to you that you think are wrong, they might not even acknowledge it. They may not ever apologize. They may not ever even think they did anything wrong, to be honest with you. So at that point, if you're gonna keep harboring the negative feelings, is just again gonna weigh down on your soul, because that person is probably living their life and don't even care. So at the end of the day, you're doing yourself an injustice by keeping that in your soul. Okay, so this one is definitely something I feel like is going to make you move towards being a happier person, and that is just take time for yourself. This can be very difficult. It can be very hard for you to find time for yourself, just to have a peaceful moment to yourself. Maybe take a bath, maybe read, walking, going somewhere peaceful like the beach, or whatever's peaceful to you. Maybe go to a museum, go to a movie by yourself, go out to eat by yourself, whatever you like, whatever will make you feel like you're in a peaceful mind state. And putting this into your schedule and doing it more often than you don't do it, I think will help you move towards being more happy. The next one is definitely a known fact that exercise does help you become more happy. Now, it's definitely good for you, obviously, physically, but it is also good for you mentally. It helps you to produce more endorphins in your brain. It helps you with stress, deep breathing, exercising. These things definitely are known to assist with that. When I do implement exercising into my schedule and I do it, I try to have some sort of schedule with it, I do feel better mentally. So, just from experience, it has helped me. So maybe trying to implement that into your life, not only will it help you mentally, but also, of course, to be healthier physically as well. Now, this next thing I'm going to say, this is something I always say to her. In case you don't know, Angie's my daughter. She is 14. I always say this to her, and I say this to anyone that will listen to me. One thing that's definitely I think will make you happier, more peaceful, is if you trust your gut and your instinct in everything that you do in all aspects of your life. Because your instinct will definitely save you from attracting or doing things that are going to be negative for you. If your gut feeling is telling you something's wrong, it's wrong.
It's not only your gut, but also if the situation is just not working out. If there's multiple things stopping you from going somewhere, then maybe just think about you not like you shouldn't go.
Exactly. If the universe is pointing you in the direction of don't do this, if the universe and everything is telling you that something is going to be bad for you or negative for you, just trust that. You know what I'm saying? And that's really the biggest piece of advice that I could give to anyone. To definitely, and the reason why I put that in this video, which is like an inner peace and being happier video, is because listening to your gut feelings, I think, and your instincts will keep you on a positive path and doing positive things, having positive people around you. Another thing would be just your outlook in life in general. This is something I'm going to suggest for anyone, is to look up a video or book called The Secret. I know it's on YouTube because I've watched it on there before, and they also have a book, I believe, and it just talks about putting positive energy out and getting positive things back. It goes into more detail, so I would suggest that you go ahead and watch that, especially if you're in a mental space that may be kind of negative. So I would suggest for you to watch that if you haven't, or read it. It's definitely very, very I don't know what I'm looking for. It should definitely have a positive impact on you, in my opinion. So I don't want to make this video too long. I just want to give a few tips or pieces of advice just from my personal experience, because I know that can be a very difficult road. Okay, can you move your foot? Because it's about to go to the camera. Okay, so at the end of the day, let me try this again. It can be a difficult road to become a very, very happy person, or to have that inner peace that you're looking for. Sometimes it's not an overnight process. Like for some people, maybe they're naturally always peaceful and happy, and then for other people it may take some work. And don't feel bad about it, don't get down on yourself about it, but just try your best to implement any sort of positivity into your life as you can. Positive people, get involved in positive things, and shift your mindset to that positivity so you can attract good things into your life. So I really hope that this video even helps one person, and I really hope that you can take at least one thing from it to implement in your life to gain the inner peace that you are looking for. Thank you so much for watching the video. Please subscribe, and I would love to hear from you if you use any of these tips, or if you have other tips for me or anyone else. I would love for you to put them in the comments. I just want to create a positive space. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Peace.